And
did.
I feel bad because I don't think I've seen a Troma film, but I feel like that is and isn't what Troma films are like. Maybe I'm just getting a bad vision of it because I've never seen The Toxic Avenger. I was the kid who watched the cartoon. I never saw the movie, which I still find it funny that apparently that movie got a cartoon. But then again, so did RoboCop and Rambo.
And Aliens. Don't forget about Aliens.
Right, right. As I learned tonight, apparently.
I don't know. I actually like the old AVGN better. Some of the newer stuff's not bad, but like some of his older stuff, especially like let's see, what's my favorite episode of AVGN? I love like his really old stuff like Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street. Those were good.
I like the Bugs Bunny ones.
That one was good. Oh yeah, anything with motherfucking Mike in general. Like the Batman episode's one of my favorites.
Oh yes. I love the Batman episodes.
Because James is a good actor and a good writer, but he's got some great help. Mike does a fantastic job as all those side characters.
Mm-hmm. PewDiePie is a blank who beats a dead horse so hard it's glue, and has a worse fan base.
That's what everyone says, unfortunately, which is not completely warranted. Because he's playing different types of games. He doesn't just play the Slender type stuff.
Well, like he's doing a lot of stuff in Polaris right now. He's doing,
Yeah.
I think, Trials Evolution with everyone.
He's doing a bunch of co-op stuff. I know Jesse, and Dodger are doing something. I don't remember what.
Trials Evolution.
Okay, is that it? I thought it was.
They might be
doing
doing.
something else.
They're doing like it's the bit's called PewDiePie and Friends, but like that's the game they're playing, I believe. Or at least that's the one I saw posted the other day. Like I went on record about PewDiePie earlier in the stream, but I guess I'll repeat it again for those who are new or just didn't hear it. I feel like the guy himself is actually probably pretty cool. Like he seems like a nice guy to talk to, but I don't agree with some of the bits he's done. Like the point where he was kind of going like heavy on rape culture and everything, I was not a fan of.
Yeah, like I'm the same, but I don't like it. Pretty much any of his stuff. I don't like his comedy style in general, but I don't hate the guy.
Yeah, like it.
No.
You gotta separate between the two because there are differences.
Like I'm not subscribed to him, and I probably won't be. But I'm not gonna say PewDiePie should stop. Fuck, that'd be selfish because the dude's doing something right, obviously enough.
Yeah, I mean you're allowed to not like his comedy and that. Like sure, whatever. Like I don't get upset if people don't find me funny. I don't find myself funny. So I mean, what are you gonna do? But like I feel like he gets a bad rap because he's popular, and that happens a lot. But I'm not going to say that not all the hate is unwarranted, because there are some legitimate reasons to get upset at him.
Yeah, agreed.
Actually, what's interesting, ever heard of the web series called Game Theories?
Yep, I met MatPat. He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
They actually did a game theory on PewDiePie, believe it or not.
Oh yeah, the How He Conquered YouTube. I remember that. I remember that episode. I didn't watch it, but I remember seeing it. Okay, I'm looking for another one.
Which I find it very interesting because if memory serves, back for a while, Ray William Johnson actually dominated YouTube.
Oh, for a while. He was number one on YouTube for like 3 years.
Yeah, but he had a bunch of issues with
Maker
channel. Yeah, Maker and that. And now he's with Julian Smith, which is good, but he changed his video style, which is not working out for him.
Wait, he changed his video style? Because I thought it was still the same.
It's still the same. It's similar, but now he does like one video and like a 1.5 minute long thing. He does multiple uploads during the week, like many uploads during the week, and then a special video on the weekends.
Oh, okay, that's got to be recent. Because I still remember seeing like the usual =3 stuff.
Yeah, that changed. But it makes sense that he wanted to change it because he's been doing the same exact thing for like 5-6 years. People are starting to get bored of it, I'm guessing.
It depends. Like, to me, here's where it's gonna get a little personal. It's kind of like the ROM hack conundrum for me. Like, I stopped enjoying them, but people were still liking them. So it's just this weird mishmash of, do you do what people like, or do you do what you like? And those two don't always meet up exactly. I lost a lot of fans when I stopped doing ROM hacks, but I also stopped doing videos because of ROM hacks. So I mean, it's kind of a toss-up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then now Smosh is top on YouTube again because they actually decided to get serious and do stuff. So that's just one video a week.
Well, yeah, that and Smosh Gaming, like.
Well, the fact is the 3 keys I found to being successful on YouTube is to have multiple uploads every day, to have a wide audience, and you just keep getting your name with it, which is what Smosh did. Is they made like several different new channels. They got their name out there, and they started doing a lot more stuff.
Well, I mean, it doesn't help that they had a huge fan base existing when they rebooted themselves, essentially.
Pretty much. Well, yeah, but I mean, they've been on YouTube for pretty much since it started.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
they've been on YouTube for they were I think one of the original like 20,000 channels when you looked up your user numbers. For a while, you could look up your user number.
Excuse me.
yeah, no, they've been around like I think since the beginning, basically.
Yeah, they had the most watched video on YouTube at one point. The Pokemon Slim Sync video back when like 20 million views was a huge thing.
Yeah.
And then Gundam Style comes around and it's like, no, fuck you.
Well, that's like 6 years later, if even that little. But yeah.
They lost to Evolution of Dance was what passed them up as the most watched video on YouTube.
Well, I thought it was because the video got removed by Nintendo.
That and then Evolution has got more views than it had in general. Like it passed it up and period.
Yeah, I think the only people who are active on YouTube right now who are there longer than Smosh, which doesn't really count, is Joe Beretta still does stuff from Barats and Beretta, and they were around before Smosh was. Not by long though.
What about is this okay to microwave, or is it okay to microwave this?
Jogwheel? Jogwheel's still up there, but the microwave show got canceled.
Well, no. I mean, like, were they around in the beginning or not? I forget when they started.
I don't know. They started. I don't think so. I think they started like 2007.
Yeah.
I think they did like 5 seasons of the microwave show, if I remember correctly. And then they made videos for a long time, but they didn't start YouTube till after that.
Like I know John's still doing stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing a Let's Play right now.
Well, I guess Zay Frank has been around for a very long time. He didn't really do YouTube for a while.
Okay. New topic.
I know.
Favorite 90s cartoon? I saw the question asked a while back a couple of times. Somebody
God.
Dragon Ball Z.
Samurai Pizza Cats.
I have to look up.
Too many, unfortunately.
I have to look up one particular cartoon if it's actually what I'm thinking of when it came out.
John, do you still talk to Rodney?
I haven't talked to him in person in a while.
I think ironically, me and you have talked to him more than he has Gex.
Yeah.
Ron and I play Monster Hunter together a lot. Me, Hein, and him just go out and play Monster Hunter for a few hours. Ooh, Freakazoid's a good one.
Oh, Freakazoid is definitely a good one.
Oh, that's what. Yeah, I was trying to figure out. I was trying to figure out if that was late '90s, early 2000s, or
that's like Animaniacs era. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say my favorite Animaniacs, hands down.
Ooh, that's good.
That's a good one, but I have to give it Dragon Ball Z.
I'd probably still say Freakazoid over Animaniacs. I loved Animaniacs, but I love Freakazoid. And I'm sad that show only had 2 seasons.
Yeah, that was a shame.
Only had 2 seasons?
Freakazoid, yeah.
It only had 2. It actually only had like 1.5. The second season was really short, if I remember correctly.
Why? Just not good viewings?
No, I think it got ahead of big fan base. I think they just decided that the show couldn't keep up with its witty enough humor, and they decided just to go out guns blazing instead of dying.
There was also an issue that Freakazoid was kind of like a knockoff of another character. I cannot remember the name of the character at the moment, but it was a decently popular comic book character. I cannot remember the name of it. Sorry.
Something like Dead. I don't know. I can't think of anyone like Freakazoid. One I can think was really Deadpool.
No, like the dude even looked like him. It was I want to say it was an Imagine Comics character. I'm sure someone in the chat's probably said it. But I can't look at the chat and play the game at the same time.
I was saying Madman.
Yes, Madman is correct. It's Madman. Because it was pretty much the exact same concept, and the character design was also crazy similar. So a lot of people were like, "You totally stole that, and we're gonna try to get you in a lawsuit." And so I think they just said they stopped it.
Storm Snake, Fairy Tail's new. Fairy Tail's still going on. Sword Art just stopped like a year ago. That's not old. Yu Yu Hakusho, yes.
If you really, as of right now.
Oh wait, no, you said favorite new anime. Sorry, my fault, Storm. I did not read your entire comment.
Oh, you thought that was still a '90s cartoon?
No, I didn't read his full comment. I heard favorite old anime, and then I read like Fairy Tail and stuff, and I was like, oh shoot, I didn't see. He also said favorite new anime.
In terms of old anime, okay. Who's here have heard of the anime series called Outlaw Star?
I have.
That was a good show.
That is damn good. One of my favorites. In terms of new one, no. I don't watch the new anime. I actually just read the manga. Since as of right now, the 3 I'm reading. Well,
I just read the manga. I don't actually watch the shows because they're not
same with me.
traditional to the manga.
I just read it because I
Well,
don't have
no,
enough
it's
time,
just
anime
because
takes
I
much
don't know where
longer.
to freaking watch them. I know Funimation posts them, but
Oh, you can find them on-
Crunchyroll, dude. Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Crunchyroll is
Just check it.
crazy popular for anime.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I just don't read it because I don't have the time. Because anime is so much longer than reading the manga.
There's just no series I'm into, so.
I have a couple good series.
How new would you qualify as new?
2000.
Fist of the North Star. No, I assume within the past 5 years would be considered new, or maybe even 3.
Yeah.
I'd say 5. I'd say 5 because anime can go on for so damn long because it's weekly updates.
After all, look at One Piece. It's still the longest running manga. Jesus.
And the thing is that the dude said like a year ago he's only halfway done.
Yeah, man, if you got ideas, you go with it when you're doing a manga or when you're doing an anime series.
But the problem is that they've actually had talks about how little control the manga writers actually have when they want to finish their series because of how much the publishers say you have to or don't have to continue it. Prime example: Bleach. Bleach should have ended a year ago. It's still going. Fuck Bleach.
That's it.
Okay,
Well,
there's many reasons to get angry at Bleach. I don't think that's necessarily the reason.
Not the reason, but there's lots of reasons. Yeah. Soul Eater is continuing, but it's almost over. They're like finishing. I think they've got like they said they're gonna finish before the summer's done.
what, the manga?
Yeah, Soul Eater. It's almost done.
Yeah, their final fight's on the moon right now.
Wait,
Which,
wait,
okay,
what?
I'm sorry, this
That
is-
sounds like an amazing video game. Final fight on the moon.
Dude, I'll totally play that.
Totally like Guy, Cody, and Hagar just like fighting and jumping like 30 feet in the air. Dude, that'd be awesome.
Game company, make it happen. Joe will play it.
I want to watch Hagar pile drive a man through the moon. That's what I want in a video game.
No, he needs
Oh,
to, no, he
definitely.
needs to power drive a shark through the moon. Space sharks.
Space sharks. You making fun of my background, sir?
No.
Oh.
I didn't even know you had one.
That my background is Mike Hagar pile driving a shark. Because Mike Hagar.
Well, no, I'm just like, hey, how the hell did you guess that right? Or is it just...
I didn't. I just know that Hagar's known. Hagar's just known for power driving sharks. So I was just like shark on a moon.
Wait, why is he known for pile driving sharks? That one's new to me.
During the death battle thing, there was a big thing about how Hagar could power drive sharks when they did Hagar versus Zangief.
Oh. Apparently, I need to go watch that death battle then, because I do not remember that at all.
Oh, speaking of that, okay, who's here of that movie that's coming out called Sharknado?
That's out.
Yeah, that's been out for a while, hasn't it?
No, when I saw it, I thought it was a movie.
No, like,
It is a movie.
yeah, I thought it was a movie that came out like 2 weeks ago or something like
Yeah,
that.
it came out like a month ago. It's gotten pop culture now because it's just so ridiculous. It's awesome.
The cover is amazing, because like, Sharknado. Enough said.
There's actually a sequel coming out for it. They're making Sharknado.
Dude, it's part of all like those Megalodon versus Croconado. Like, it's part of that series that runs on like
It's the Asylum-
sci-fi.
It's the Asylum series, but it's the most famous one because it's huge on the net. Like everyone knows about it, and it's getting a sequel because of how many people love it. It's actually, from what I hear, it's actually fantastically awesome.
Oh, so
So-
this is some interesting news. Sorry. Anyways, what you're saying?
Like,
Nothing
I don't-
interesting.
Okay, explain the story then to me. Is it a tornado's alive and it's tossing sharks at everybody?
no, it's that a tornado comes by, picks up a bunch of sharks in the ocean, and then they get sent. Then the tornado carries them to this city where the sharks go bonanza.
I thought it was just like a mutated shark with like a tornado.
No, it's.
I was hoping that's what it was.
It's a little tornado or hurricane that picks up sharks from the ocean and then brings them to a city.
This tornado doesn't believe in cows, it believes in sharks. Enough said.
Yeah, I cannot comment on that. To me, it's I don't know, I lost
The problem
words.
is I like Asylum movies. Like I like Boa vs Python. I like Komodo Dragon vs Cobra. So I really like the movie.
Mothra vs. Godzilla.
That's not an Asylum movie. That's just an old kaiju movie. Like Asylum movies are the really really cheesy, giant CGI gigantic
They've got so much bad acting in them. It's great. If you love B movies,
Yeah.
you watch those movies.
Oh yeah.
I watched one that had Jaleel White in it, and I cannot remember what it was, but I remember laughing my ass off while watching it.
They're always so fucking hilarious.
John, will you do a Let's Play of Ride to Hell Retribution? No, I have zero interest in playing that game, and in fact, know very little about it besides that it was in development for a long time.
So an interesting tweet just crossed my Twitter feed, and it left me diving into different things. Apparently, they're going to a bunch of people, the developers of Megas XLR, are in talks with Cartoon Network to see if they can untangle the rights to it and do a second season.
Nice.
That'd be fun. Megas XL was
So-
fantastic.
I know. I'm very happy about that. That ended 10 seasons too soon.
You know, Frosty, I used to be really big into Yu-Gi-Oh, but I stopped paying attention with WoW. I still play the game online because I can play with the new cards for free. That's pretty much all I do. I hate the new season because the main character is annoying as shit, and I don't bother playing the new cards or buying the new games because.
Okay,
playing with
can
it.
someone explain something to me? I've not actually tried to figure it out, but I keep hearing about it, and I'm really curious. What is Synchro Summon?
Synchro Summon is pretty much what it is it's a little card, and what it does, you have to synchronize a monster. It could be a regular monster, and the other monster has to be a synchro monster. And when you synchro summon them, it has to match, I do believe, the number of stars it takes.
Yeah, okay, I'll explain this. It's another type of special summon, you know, like with Fusion.
Yeah.
It's along the same type of lines, except the way you do it is you have monsters on the field, two of them, at least two of them. One of them has to be a synchro monster, and the other one has to be a non-synchro monster, unless specified on the card. And you combine the number of stars, and with that you can summon a synchro monster, which are just like another type of special summon.
However, they are, for some cases, most of them are broken as hell. Stardust Dragon is a perfect example of one.
Stardust Dragon is not broken. You can beat
Oh,
it so
boy.
easily. You have not seen some of the newest style of Yu-Gi-Oh is so much more
Did I
complex.
just start a fight over Yu-Gi-Oh accidentally?
Yes.
Because if so, that's pretty fucking funny.
No, this new season is far worse. The Exceed
Oh, the
summons are
X-
worse.
The XYZ. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm old school. I like the old classic Yu-Gi-Oh. That's what I grew up with. And seeing these new BS synchro crap and XYZ, I'm like, you've broken the game. Are you shitting me?
They also made the game, to be fair.
Synchro summons aren't that bad because there's enough stuff that bounce it out and there's way to defend. XYZs, there's not.
What am I doing wrong?
XYZ is where you can summon 5 monsters over a 2,000 power attack points in one turn. The thing's stupid as shit. I hate the new series.
Well, remember, I don't watch the anime, so.
Is it still card
I don't-
games on motorcycles, or is it something
No,
else
that
now?
was not
No.
a series.
Oh, I'm
That was
just...
actually a good series. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds was actually a legitimately good anime. Everyone who's watched it agrees. It's a funny concept, but it's actually a really good anime. The new one's obnoxious.
Good God, where do I move on this one?
Zexion fan, Goyo Garden is banned. And so is Brionac, actually. Brionac and... Actually, all the cards you said that are broken are actually banned cards. So, yeah, they know.
Oh, this looks disgusting. I don't even want to do this one.
This might be a wall stage.
I think I'm going to wall on this one, yeah. I might have no choice but to use ball, yeah. Ball's the only way I'm going to get through this one at all.
Balls to the walls.
Ah, but I gotta match the fucking jumps perfectly, and this is gonna be a pain in the ass. Yeah, because I'm jumping too high now. Catch up, catch up.
Which LPA would you like to know better? Probably Steven from Steven Plays.
Steven seems like a cool guy. I
I actually talked to him at PAX East, and he's a wonderful gentleman.
Yeah, no, that's same with me, but I don't know him. I only had like a quick chat with him.
I had a really nice conversation with him. I'm not gonna lie.
Yellow Jay, I'd say Yu-Gi-Oh! Is worse than Magic right now in terms of being broken because of just the fact that there's so many decks that can one turn kill you. Whereas Magic, they actually balance it out somewhat. The game still plays really fast, but it's not as bad, I find, because I play both.
Well, that and I think Magic pays more attention to removing cards that make the game completely entirely broken.
Oh, here's the thing with it, is that Magic started out with cards that made the game broke, and they fixed it over time, whereas Yu-Gi-Oh's gone in reverse, where they had cards that weren't broken, and then they broke it over time.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I remember this, actually, when I was playing a game online. There's a Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Remember when the Egyptian gods came? The three Egyptian gods? Well, there's a card that if you get all 3 cards on the field, you could sacrifice all 3 to summon this one deity god. It automatically wins the game for you. It's literally an Exodia, but faster.
No, it's not really any faster, dude. The Exodia decks are overpowered as shit now because there's so many ways to search your deck for cards. Whereas with the Egyptian god cards, you have to sacrifice, which makes them kind of underused.
Well, I remember back in the youth when the Egyptian gods came out. Oh, those were the shit. And
I love those when they first came out. That was amazing.
I actually have them, believe it or not. I'm missing Slifer. I originally had all 3, but when I went over to a friend's house, it somehow disappeared, and to this day I never figured out where the hell happened to it. But I said, fuck it.
Are you still worried about it to this day? Because then that brings up some questions.
No. No. I was like, no, to this day I could never figure out what the hell happened to it, so I just said, fuck it.
Digimon was good for the first few seasons. They got ridiculous after a while.
Oh, don't get me started on Digimon, please.
Digimon are the champions.
Digimon, digital monsters.
Okay, so first 2 seasons I think were okay. Season 3 had some very interesting concepts, I'm not gonna lie. In terms of I want to say like near the end, the really weird freaky crap on it, I thought that was an interesting idea. The 4th one, Tamers, I didn't even know existed. Hell, I didn't even know a 5th existed, and now apparently there's going to be a 6th one where it's called, I think it's like from Crossroads or something? Crosswars?
That name sounds familiar.
Digimon Crosswars, I do believe.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm. And then, but then again, nothing can come worse than, well, I'm sorry, Pokemon anime. I'm not gonna lie, I think the series would be better if they used actually the real male protagonist. Hell, even use a female protagonist from like the games you play. I'm sorry, Ash, you need to go retire, please.
He needs to grow up. He's Doctor Who.
He doesn't regenerate, though. He just changes his clothing. That's not regenerating.
Oh, people have you heard of how many theories are that Ash actually is Doctor Who?
Wait, what?
There's legitimate theories online that Ash is Doctor Who because he doesn't age. He gets companions and drops them off randomly. He has really weird powers, and he changes costumes.
What powers? What powers?
He has the power to make Pikachu win like every fight known to man.
Oh, bull crap! In the Unova region, he lost to a level 5 Snivy. Technically speaking, Pikachu should be beyond level 100. If not, at least at level 100. How does it lose to a level 5 Snivy? Oh wait, reset button. There's even one theory where Ash is a succubus. Why do you think most of the female companions disappear all of a sudden?
Because they realize he's not going to grow genitalia.
Yeah, that too. But still, I mean, I don't like Ash's character concept. And now with X and Y coming out, like we've already seen the pictures of what Ash looks like. It's the male protagonist, is his clothing. It's like, yay, originality. But to answer one question, what your thoughts on X and Y? I think it's going to be very interesting. It's probably going to be the same like any other Pokemon game with you know, the console exclusions and or versions exclusions, blah blah blah. But the fact that they're taking little steps like customizations of your trainer, you know, doing these little things, I think it's an interesting idea. The fact that they're all releasing it worldwide on the same day is even more surprising.
Okay, we should probably do this now because before this guy breaks the stream. John, what do you think of Invader Zim?
I like Invader Zim. Interesting show.
Moving on.
Yeah, there's not really that much else to say about it, really.
Yeah.
It was a good show, and I forget what the creator was. Was he trying to bring it back, or what was he trying to do with it?
I think he tried to bring it back, and it didn't take off, and I think there might have been a pilot of it or something.
Oh.
I'm sorry, how is one of the bounces literally like in that small space of a air? Oh.
Oh.
Samurai Jack, I was very sad when that show.
And it ended so randomly too. That's the problem.
Wasn't it supposed to have a movie or something to end the storyline?
Yes, it was supposed to have a movie, but due to time constraint and and it didn't. I guess didn't get enough popularity or not enough.
Oh, that's a
views.
shame. It was a good show too.
It's a very interesting concept. I'm not gonna lie. But
I'm sad.
yeah.
No,
You know,
the
you-
fact that... Sorry, go ahead.
You know,
No,
it's just interesting how, for some shows, they are so good. They're really good, and they have a lot of interesting context that can be used, but it's ends so shortly. While as you look at newer shows nowadays, they have little to nothing concept, yet they're getting more seasons than those type of shows. It just baffles me.
Well, the problem is like good shows usually know when to end.
Yes.
Bad shows don't, because they need to milk it for all it's worth.
So,
Please.
so are you guys excited or upset that Family Guy is crossing over with The Simpsons then?
I knew this was gonna happen eventually. It was gonna happen eventually.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised it took this long.
yeah.
Well, I think it was because just really getting through the matters and really coming up with the idea. Because again, how do you write between two creators, two studios, who even though they are on the same network, how can you create an episode that could possibly work and be good and, you know, the story and blah blah blah. But as of what I've heard right now, it sounds interesting. It's just that I hope they execute it right. But I don't know, this might be the first time I actually might have to go watch television again just for that crossover. I know it's going to end up on the internet sooner or later. Ed, Edd n Eddy, that is the most wonderful shows I have ever known.
That was a fantastic show. I loved it.
Believe it or not, I actually know an artist on DeviantArt. She draws exactly like the creator. It is so wonderfully done.
Lily needs to continue her fanfic, her Ed, Edd n Eddy fanfic. That was actually a decent series.
Well, with life and the way, you know, there's something.
No. I don't know. Lily's always has a lot of life problems, unfortunately.
Damn it.
I don't know. Ask Nickelodeon. They made some really awesome crossovers, like Fairly Odd Parents and Jimmy Neutron. That I'm not gonna lie. That was interesting.
Aw, nice. Damn it, John. Oh, so close.
No, I keep jumping to the stage before I can start hitting the button.
Oh, damn it. Gummy's eating you by like 40,000.
Disappointed!
Alright, I think I'm gonna head off.
Okay.
Disappointed!
See you, Brad.
Yeah.
Wonderful
Everyone
meeting
takes
you.
Who's taking off?
Wonderful.
Brad.
I am Brad. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Brad, man. Thanks for hanging out.
Okay.
No problem. Been
You're
good.
gonna be at PAX, Brad?
Not Prime. I'm gonna try to make it to East.
well.
I'll have to talk to my girlfriend again. She was unhappy that I went this year because she wasn't able to go. But
Okay,
that's
well,
life.
hope to see you at some time.
Yep. Hope to see you guys there. Take it easy.
Later, dude.
Bye.
Bye.
Courage the Cowardly Dog is one of the most interesting, most mind-F shows I've ever seen, and yet I love that damn show so much.
That show was ridiculous. I loved it to death, but it was just so crazy.
Did you hear? There's a really creepy pasta on it. Oh my god.
Spaghetti's always scared of me, dude.
I can imagine it because it's just.
Sorry, it had to be said.
I know. I know. Powerpuff Girls, you know what?